communicate the same way. Keep your business in your household, not mama, daddy, sisters, you know. You can share a little, but I would just say that you will be over it, but your family could not be over it. So, so just, you know, like I said, just watch that, you know. Pray for one another, you know. I would say also to, it's hard to say not to go to bed angry or don't leave. My thing is, even like if I'm mad with Sean or something, I'll try not to let him leave the house because my thing is, I don't know what will happen. Mm-hmm. And I don't want that to happen, and the last thing we had is an argument. Mm-hmm. Is it going to happen? Yeah. It just happened to me the other day. You know, but my thing is, I always be like, okay, you know, that's the advice I give people give to me, and I always think like, okay, I don't want something to happen to him or my baby, and they leave it, and he's up. You know what I'm saying? He's thinking that I'm upset or whatever. And so even if you don't say anything at that moment, then send a text or talk to him throughout that day so he'll know that you guys are over it. Okay? And keep God. Keep God first. You, and then you guys. That's it. That's all that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. My advice, you listen, Marcy is right. You're going to have them all in you. You always love to say, I'm not going to be angry. You're going to be. But no, I learned now with me and Ella. Ella have to be here and make the first move come out and try to apologize. I just do a little simple little thing, like something that I know he like. I just give it to him. And I know he like it. He start smiling. But he knows that's his little favorite thing. And I always tell him too. I said, because you going to go ahead. You're going to have some baby days. But I tell you, you be the first mover. I'm just little way there be the first mover to do something all the time, try to apologize something. And I cut it out. I said, shoot, I love this man. I said, let me make me the first move. I said, let me be the first move. I make a move. Even making love. Be the first move. You ain't got to wait to him. If you want to rub his foot, you be the first move to rub his foot.
Wings, they cringe. They're cringe. I really like it.
You be the first move. That rub his shoulder. You know you're going to make him upset by something, especially when you but you know you don't. You're going to be free with it. I'm telling you.
Write that down.
I don't think there's no more advice for you. I think she won. I think she won. Move on. That's what we're going to say.
Oh, okay.
She jumped right in there.
Okay, I start. Oh, y'all already started.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry.
I came in on the tail of my but okay. But I know from that.
That's the time to
That's
watch
right.
this.
That's how that's how I'm just like running around here. They ain't doing all that praying either. Okay. My best advice I can give you is when you start with God, you're in with God. Everything is not going to be hunky-dory, but you choose your battles. You know, you said to yourself, if this argument is it going to matter an hour from now, or if it's going to matter 2 weeks from now, is it really going to matter? And most of all, enjoy each other. You know, you live and learn. And that first year, I was told, and all marriages are not the same, so don't compare your marriage to nobody's marriage. I promise you, you'll be very disappointed. Because you're gonna think, well, guess what? Hey, what works in your house don't always work. Works in their house doesn't work in your house. And most importantly, keep people out your business, then you won't have a problem. And when I say out your business, just know who you can confide in that keep your business too, that will be pray for you. Because some advice that they give you, they give you single advice, and you married. So you have to choose your friends and which. And where's Elise?
She over there.
Where's Elise? And one thing for me, how you start out, and this is very important. Okay. When you start out with your in-laws, how you start with the holidays, the visits, who goes here. It's kind of how you're gonna end up. So if you start out going here, get an understanding of how we're gonna spend the holidays, so it won't be, because it can be an issue. You know, just learning each other and trying to figure out, okay, we're gonna go here, because sometimes, you know, with women, you don't allow your husband to lead. Because I know your mama's strong-willed. We were raised by a strong woman. Amen. We were. So it was kind of hard for us, and she can agree. It was hard for her.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I mean, Mama, we are strong-willed, and we have that. We can do it. Oh, we can do it. We can do it. But you have to learn to, okay, I am subject to my husband. The Bible says so. You're subject, but there's the submission. As long as he's leading and guiding you by Christ, and he's going in the direction of Christ leading him, you have nothing.
You gotta get some tissue here.
I just want to say I love you guys, and I am so excited to be a part of this league. Everything's gonna come out.
But true to what they said, keep your business to yourself, between you and your husband. Don't look for outside advice, because you two are going to learn each other. It takes a long time to learn your husband. I've been with the same man 19 years. I'm still learning. I'm the hard one. He's the stuff he likes to talk and apologize to me. I still got the only child syndrome, but I'm working. Always keep prayer first. Every day, start your day in prayer. End it in prayer. Pray for your husband. That's the best thing you can do for him. Protect him. And treat your in-laws just like you treat your mother and father. Because they'll give us a lot.
You got something to say? What you got to say over there?
You got some advice for your granddaughters and their upcoming marriage?
Yes.
Go ahead. Just say yes.
Speak that talk.
Always put God first in everything you do. And I promise you, He will direct you in the right direction. So if you do that, you will be doing great.
That's a woman coming for 59 years. As her husband say, 63. But they've been married for 59 years by the grace of God.
Awesome.
Amen.
All right, Linda.
We'll come back around. We'll come back around. Yeah.
Okay, obviously I'm not married yet, but
Right. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's still important.
I will say, always keep God first. That's number one for both of you. And as a therapist, learn to communicate. Learn how you communicate. Learn how you communicate to meet in the middle when you have to. And just don't be afraid to be vulnerable with one another. Because that's where courage comes from. So. Thank you.
That's
sweet.
I think I would agree with everybody else and say
Yes.
communicate and just have fun with each other. Keep having fun. You don't want to get bored when you're married.
What was it, Nigel?
Yeah.
He was another member of the unmarried gang. I'm gonna go ahead and echo what everybody else said about keeping God first, and also I think just venting to God before you vent to anybody else, letting God be your confidant. If you get angry or frustrated or what have you, going to Him first and then letting Him guide you with who to seek out to speak about it with, if you should even speak about it with anybody else, but letting Him be your confidant and your resting place in your marriage, so that you can make sure that everything you do sort of moves through Him, and you're not spreading your business here, there, and everywhere. So yeah, that would be my advice.
Thank you, Ashley Crow.
Well, these girls, first of all, I want to say, just being so thankful to be part of their life, and just knowing to see them from conception to where they are now is a beautiful thing. So I just thank God that I've been part of that as a parent. So as far as advice, don't lose yourself. Always remember who you are. And there are times, don't lose your dreams, don't lose your hopes, don't lose your aspiration, because God made you as an individual. Your person that you're marrying isn't an accomplishment. He's a helpmate. He's somebody to help you, support you to get to the next level. So don't lose who you are. Don't lose who you are. And I always, as I can't say it enough, ditto the single ladies, the married ladies, but God is always first and foremost. He's the first one that you should go to. Yeah, we want to tell this because, is that right? Because now you got to deal with everything else that goes along with it. So God is first, and if you can't work it out through God, you need to figure it out. You need like, amen, Lord, let me figure this out, because we've signed up for this. This is what you signed up for, to death do us part. So hang in there and stay focused, and you'll be all right. All right.
Next.
Okay. Well, as a young person who's been married a very short time, my advice to the bride to be would be, know yourself. Realize how the way you were raised and the things that happened to you affect who you are today. Because when you face issues in your marriage, the things that happened to you in the past will dictate how you react, and your husband may not understand that. But if you explain it to him, hey, I went through this, and this is why I reacted that way, he'll understand. Also, I would say, know your love language and know your husband's love language, so that you guys can always be nurturing your marriage. So take care of your marriage. Don't stop dating each other. Even if you have to plan a date night, do that. And keep God first always, and find godly counsel. Having single friends is cool, but you need to have some time where y'all can couple. Find some couples that you can. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Well, as a wise woman who's been married for 60 years, sorry I trapped you, with my 60 years of marriage.
No, she teasing. She ain't embarrassing.
My advice to you is, I guess to echo some of what she was saying, please find yourself some married friends, but not just married friends, but married friends who, one, love God and who like marriage. Because you will find a lot of married couples out there who are married and they look so happy, but they really don't like this idea of marriage, and they're still trying to make the marriage work because they made this vow, not because they really like what marriage is. So find that, and keep single people out of your marriage. Most certainly out of your bedroom. Keep them out of it. I love you guys. I'm here to pray for you. But that's the only thing your single friends should help you do.
I love
Lexus?
Oh, okay.
said, communication is definitely the key. Also, keep God first. And know your love language, know to spend time with the other side of the in-laws and the family. And try to split up your time. You can't just be with your family because they will definitely give you sickness and signs. And pray together. If you feel as though his strength in Christ is not that strong, then you bump up yours, especially if you was raised in church and in Sunday school. And just talk, communicate. Like I said, communicate 24/7. Whether you mad, angry, upset, you just gotta communicate. Because that's the only way you're gonna make it. And that's it. I love you guys.
We love you, Alexis.
We got to drive a long way for you, but we're going to get there.
Right.
That's a vacation. Come on,
that is vacation.
Mama.
She better give them advice.
Mama, what advice
already had all night.
Oh, you already had your advice.
You too. All y'all.
Yep, we did.
What's your advice?
Hey, y'all remember anything Mama said, told us when we first got married?
God shade. You tell it, but you the youngest shade. You're the oldest, and then you tell us what she said. You're the youngest, and you
got a husband now, and he gonna take care of you. I love you, but you can't come back.
I love it. Yes. This is good advice.
But today she told me. She also told me I used to travel, and she told me a married woman should not travel that much. Stay home with your man. So if y'all thinking about traveling, I'm gonna tell you now, I took that advice and I am no longer traveling. It's some very sound advice. And I say that just put my disclaimer out there. I do travel 99% of the time. I have to work. It is hard.
But the rehearsal and part 3 ain't happening at the
Wait a minute, Laura. The sisters over here haven't said anything.
They should have it.
I piggyback off of everything everybody said. Plus,
just don't forget about us.
yeah, don't forget about us. Yeah.
Now you want us to cry. I got to work in mascara tonight.
Please.
Is that no two? Get it up.
Mama.
Don't ever deny your husband relationship, no matter how angry you get. And I looked at that woman and I said, oh, I'm mad. I think I'm gonna want to sleep. But that was the wisest advice given to me. And so I pass that on to you. Don't deny your husband relationships. The Bible said it. When my sister said that, we laughed. But that's biblical. That's biblical. So you unite with your husband as often as you can, and because then you won't allow room for the devil to come in and put asunder. So always, just remember always to pray together, and I don't mean just pray for each other. You join hands, you look each other eyeball to eyeball, and you pray for each other. That's the only way you will survive. And even the best marriages go through problems. They hit roadblocks. Just be willing to work them out. Be willing to talk about it. Don't assume your husband know how you feeling and what you're thinking. You gotta communicate. You gotta tell them. If you want your bath water ran for you, you gotta tell them. If you don't like crusted bread, you gotta tell them. They can't read your mind. And so you tell them. Voice what you need. And know that he's not there just to serve you. It's your job to serve him too. All right? And then last, Mom and Daddy love y'all.
Sit up, please, so you can see.
Stop. So, yes, Jesus, thank you, Lord.
Just bring it back to the Lord.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
So, you know, the advice that everyone is given, take it to heart. Use it as to suit whatever it is that you need it to suit it to. Okay? Because each individual, or that's what they are, individuals. And you come together. And by the grace of God and His grace and mercy, He will watch over you. You got a good foundation, don't forget.